Those of you who follow me by now know that I am a huge Beretta fan. I mean, ever since watching Bruce Willis and Mel Gibson on the big screen wielding their 92 like a samurai wields his sword, how can you not be? So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a Beretta, one that's not seen very often, and do some shooting with that Beretta and let you know that I actually like that Beretta. Yes, it has its faults, but it is a fun pistol. You don't come across them very often. As you can see here, I have a small selection of Berettas, some actual firearms, but mostly air guns. But this is the gem we'll be focusing on today. The good old Umarex PX4 Storm Recon. I mean, when was the last time you seen one of these? To go over a little bit about this pistol, it is a 12-gram CO2 cartridge, blowback, pellet, and BB pistol. The slide does not lock open on the last round. And of course, the hammer, you have to do the old pull the trigger to decock it. Has a safety selector here on the right side, which I never use. It is a metal slide, polymer frame, non-adjustable sights. This molded safety does not function. Same with the slide release, slide stop. Of course, has a pick rail, a Walther green dot, Walther flashlight. The suppressor is, of course, a fake suppressor, which can be threaded off to show to thread it into the barrel. It does come with a muzzle protector or thread protector. Come on. Hopefully I can get this back on. There we go. It uses a dropout stick magazine, 8 pellets on each end. And that's pretty much about this little gem here. The pellets I'm going to use for this 15-yard accuracy test are the H&N Match Green. It's a 5.25 grain lead alloy. I'm sorry, not lead, but alloy pellet. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot this little gem at that target there, which is 15 yards away, and show you what it's capable of. I'm going to start with the hammer in the cock position. That's 8 shots. Let's take a look. "15 yards. And I would say not too bad, except I need to bring my dot over to the right a little bit. But that's 8 shots. That 15-yard group was acceptable. That group could have been smaller with the change of one item. that being the Walther green dot. That dot is rather huge and covers up a lot of that target at 15 yards. If I had installed one of my, standard go-tos, the Gowutar A20, I know for a fact that I could have gotten that group smaller, but I did not put that optic on this pistol today because I wanted to leave it in its out-of-the-box configuration. So next thing I'm going to do is shoot some cans with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove this funky flashlight, and I'm going to remove the fake suppressor and have some fun with it that way. I have the pistol in the configuration that I'm going to shoot. Cans are at 10 yards, target's at 15. Actually, I need to step back some. Clip wasn't working for me. Let's try this one. And neither is this one. That's a problem. Let me reload. I've reloaded my clip, the only one that seems to work. I'll talk more about that in a moment. Let me see if I can finish these targets off. All right, so even with the hiccup, I did manage to get all the cans down and print some target hits on the paper. Let's go take a look at that. And the body, and of course I was aiming for the head, but the pellet started to drop because of the CO2 gas running out, but still not bad hits. Well, first to go over the little hiccup I had back there doing the target shooting. First, I want to say that this is actually my very first day shooting this pistol. And I learned something today, and that is I only have one magazine, but I have a ton of these magazines, or I should say clips. And these clips are for the Gammo PT85. And they look identical to the CX4 Storm magazine, but they do not work. As you saw, I was able to get one pellet off of each, but it would not cycle the little circular clip at the top. So, like I say, I learned something. Now I know to get online and purchase me some additional clips for the PX4 Storm. Moving on from that, the pistol, man, it's really an awesome pistol. Now, the standard PX4 Storm, the all black one, I don't know. I just never really just looked at it, never really appealed to me, so I never purchased one. But this one, I had to have. I guess it's because of the FDE frame and all the attachments. But in this configuration, the one thing that sucks is the optic. The optic is the Achilles heel with this pistol. For me, the dot's green. I'm more of a red dot type of person, and the dot's just too big. I mean, I don't know what size dot that is, probably a 6 MOA, but it's huge. And of course, that affects the accuracy, especially at distance. So, you know, I can just put another optic on here. Like I say, my go-to, which is a 2 MOA dot. And I'm really more of a 1 MOA dot person, but you know, I can deal with the 2 MOA because that's mostly what you find. But this dot, man, this dot is huge. And getting a precision group, I mean, with that dot at 15 yards, to me, this is exceptional. And you would actually have to shoot it and see that dot to see exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, that dot, when I put it on this target at 15 yards, it covers all this, you know. So, but for 15 yards with that dot, I'll take this any day. Anyway, if you happen to get one of these pistols, find one of these pistols, they have been discontinued for quite some time, I would definitely grab it as quickly as possible. And on that note, thanks for watching. See you next time.